Hello there, everybody. This is Jorge Varela from thebuttonsmasher.com. Joining me today is the editor-in-chief, Caduce Campbell, and our special guest of honor, Shades from EVM Productions and Shady Corner. Both of you, how are you?
Why do you always like to introduce my title? I like people just to think I'm a... Yeah, I drink commoners coffee too. I think when you say it like that, it intimidates people. They start thinking, oh, he's gonna judge me.
Don't care. Senran Kagura. Opening animation. It came out today. Dude, marvelous. Official YouTube channel to show the animation. All the girls. It's a sequel to the opening animation of Estival Versus, right?
It definitely is. And we have Shade talk about it with us. Ah, man.
Look, I gotta say one thing first of all. Why is Marvelous's YouTube channel only got 900 subscriptions? Like, come on, guys. Really? Like, I mean, come on. I mean, there can't just be 900 people expecting this shit. Come on.
I mean, it does say official channel number 2, so I'm assuming there's an official channel number 1 that has more subs.
There's one? I don't know. Oh my god, now I'm gonna have to go look for that.
You gotta sub to all of them. That's the point. Anytime I see a Marvelous channel pop up, or anything related to Exceed, or, Senran Kagura related, I just sub to it. It's like, it's automatic, your fingers just sub to this thing, and that's what happens. Oh, man. I like how this trailer do. I'm looking at the trailer, and I like how they're changing outfits through the entire thing. Different swimsuits. It's everything. Oh, man. It's just beautiful.
So
I gotta say, for the animation-wise, it actually looks really good.
Yeah, I really like how they fuse the 2D with the 3D. It's just kind of very seamless.
Yeah. It does, and that's what they've done. They did that with what do you call it? With Estival Versus' trailer. It had that 2D, 3D sort of thing, which is why I guess you call it the sequel to that trailer, because it's pretty much the exact same thing, just with different hairstyle and more girls. And do they shiggle? They'll shiggle. So how about we just start discussing about this thing? Let's start with the beginning of the trailer. They're falling out of the sky. They're in their ninja outfits. And
I love how they open it by just saying "fuck it" by just having their ninja outfits and taking it off, and there we go, their bikinis and just falling.
I want to fall from the sky too with them. I like to think like that section where where Ikaruga's like looking back and her hands up. It's like she's extending her hands to me, and I'm extending mine to her, falling together. Isn't that right?
So you can tell that a lot of the characters have slightly different hairstyles. Ikaruga has a different hairstyle, Mirai has a different hairstyle. I think Ayame, actually the girl who only shows up as the shopkeeper in the game, is actually like in an official, like in a sequence, right? Like she's actually like a part of the cast now, rather than just something that you see in the shop.
Fingers crossed she doesn't pop up as DLC again, because I'm fed up with paying for her every time.
No, it is pretty much the fact that you're seeing them in this opening animation pretty much confirms that all of these Senran Kagura related DLC characters from Estival Versus are going to be in this game as a default, like Kagura, Naraku, Ayame. I don't think we'll see the Dead or Alive character. I don't think we'll see the Ikitosen characters, but all of the other ones I think we'll get just fine.
I don't really care about those characters though. I'm more concerned about the characters that wait a minute, there's a character here with green hair and it's sort of like straight.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Naraku from Senran Kagura 2, the game that you just refused to play because it's on 3DS.
Yeah.
That's the one that I haven't played. Yeah.
What's the I know, like, not talking about the sexiness is like literally blasphemy, but what's that thing that falls out of the sky, the last thing?
The purple looking doll?
Oh, yeah, that's Murasaki's doll. That's Bebeton. That somehow, I don't know why, or I don't know since when, but that thing can fucking move on its own. It's creepy.
I think it's gonna be a secret character. Like, you can unlock him and,
That would be pretty weird. I mean, this entire time, I thought that it was just a doll that Murasaki would just carry around, but apparently it can, like, when the girls are dancing, the doll is dancing too, and I'm like, what the fuck? No.
And it's running away when they're shooting at water at him, so, he's obviously become sentient. But then think about it. You're a doll, right, that is not alive, and you're around such beautiful ladies. You're gonna come to life. It's just scientifically proven, You just are. I think if you're dead, you'll just come to life again, just being around them. Let's not just say too much of this out loud, because then everyone's gonna know how to live forever. Just have a lot of beautiful ladies around you.
Speaking of dead, I noticed that this pretty much takes place in the same place that Estival Versus takes place in, and so
It's on the same beach, yeah.
yeah, it's on the same beach. So if we have all seen the entire story of Senran Kagura Estival Versus, not to get all spoilery on you guys, but if all of you play through the whole thing, there is some indication that they stay in the beach, where, you know, everybody pretty much ties with each other during the Kagura Millennium Festival. And it's like, well, nobody won, we're just gonna have to try this again and just do it all over. And so I guess this is them doing it all over by doing this water gun tournament.
Yeah, it's sort of like a sequel to it. A sequel of sorts. Looks like it could be a good sequel. Could
Yeah.
be.
And also, how how the hell does freaking Ryoki come back?
I don't know, but I'm happy that she is. I am happy that she is. I have to say though, I like the you know, they're showing you like the when they spray the water guns now, you're seeing color, because before they were just
It was just water.
they were just water, and now you're seeing like color. So is that the way they're gonna be able to differentiate teams, or is it gonna be that's how
Probably.
you differentiate if you get hit?
I mean-
because you're not gonna see. You're gonna say something?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how Splatoon does it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
That's
was
kind of what I
thinking
had
it's
in
gonna be
mind.
like Splatoon as well, yeah.
I was thinking Splatoon. Yeah, I was thinking that whole Splatoon look. And I like how the water effects look. I mean, if these water effects are like this in the game, because there's a section, I think, about 11 minutes. I'm sorry, 1 minute and 11 seconds into the trailer.
11 minutes.
It's a minute and 11 seconds into the trailer. There's like you can see the water running down. What's her name? The little girl with the boot, the sort of red boot is in her eye, in her hair. Sorry. You know who I'm talking about? The lolly character.
The red ribbons.
The red ribbons.
Yeah, that's Kagura. So, you know,
Right.
so that little lolly girl and then like the big boob girl that is next to Naruku, they're both the same person. But of course you would not know that because you haven't played Senran Kagura 2.
Yeah, I haven't played Senran Kagura. Wait. The big boob girl who's next to who?
To Naruku, to the green-haired girl.
There's no big boob girl next to her.
No, so it
There
begins. No, it begins, and it's the big boob girl. That's Kagura, and then the green-haired girl right next to her. They're laying down, and then Asuka and Yumi show up, and Asuka's totally doing what's totally not a jerking off motion to the gun. She's charging it up, ready to blow the load everywhere. And then she shoots the colored water, and then that big boob girl turns into a little lolly character because they're both the same fucking person.
Well, look at you being all knowledgeable and shit.
Don't fucking
Fine.
question me. I know my fucking lore.
Wait. You're telling me there's an actual plot to this game?
Yes.
There's like actual storyline and shit?
You've been spending your time fapping, haven't you?
Yeah, of course. Like, I thought that's what you guys were doing. Now I'm kind of embarrassed.
You see, the thing about it is that what we do is, you see, once you've sort of leveled up, and P-Life, you know, P-Life has like percentages of levels. So you level up, and once you get to a higher level, you grow extra arms. So you have like one extra arm that just grows out for fapping, and you can use your normal hands to like play the game. Which is what we do. You know, we have that extra arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all. But I have to say though, like the new sort of flowers in the hair, the flowers on the side of the swimsuits. I'm assuming they're all gonna start off with these sort of plain white swimsuits, and you just unlock different ones as you go along.
Yeah, I mean, when they're dancing at the end, they're showing pretty much the same swimsuit with different colors. So again, as you say, maybe that's probably how they're dividing all the teams and stuff.
Hopefully they don't do like they did with in Shinobi Versus, where it was basic. Was it Shinobi Versus or Estival Versus? One of them where they just had like basically the same swimsuit over and over, and just different colors and different patterns. I don't really like that.
So yeah, so on both games is different. In Shinobi Versus, you could get 2 different colors for one outfit, but they were both like their own separate little menu selection. And then in Estival Versus, it was only one selection, but you can like, you know, use the D-pad to move to the sides, and then that would be 5 different colors.
That's what I prefer. I prefer you can just go to the side and change, but just keep giving me new swimsuits. I just want lots and lots of different sort of things to work with. This is a good trailer.
So,
I noticed too, like they've got like other weapons in there. If you look at roundabout like just before the minute mark, you can see one of the characters in the top left has like a bazooka launcher.
Yeah, there is. She's one of the, and one looks like she has a Gatling gun. Kafuru looks like she has a Gatling gun, and her sister has a sort of a bazooka that fires. Well, it's a water bazooka basically. So, yeah, like a Nerf thing.
Totally. So when you pause at second 41, you see a shot of Hibari, Katsuragi, and Yagyu, and it seems that Yagyu has like a water gun sniper rifle. She even has like a little like purple Nerf-looking scope. Hibari is going in there with like dual wielding like akimbo pistols.
Yeah.
And then Katsuragi has what I can only assume is like a bazooka, like you say. I mean, of course, Katsuragi has always been like a very powerful, heavy character, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I want to know whether or not that the and I assume this is what they're going to do, because obviously there's going to be like you can unlock clothing and such, but will it be the same for weapons, and will the characters not just be class related? Will they actually have their own weapons, like you can attach them with certain weapons?
I'm assuming
That would
so.
actually be interesting.
I'm assuming so, because when the game was first announced, they said that they were going to have cards, and that essentially those cards would be upgrades. So maybe the differences don't come from the weapons, but maybe from what upgrade you have. You know, the way that I visualize it is that, you know, Yomi has always been a very slow character. So maybe you can give yourself like a card that makes you faster, or maybe a card that, you know, brings up the firing rate or like the reload speed or something like that. Maybe, and then you can have like maybe different decks for that kind of stuff, you know.
Should be pretty cool. One thing that we also discussed before too as well is the how would the defeat sort of animation be, and there's a part, I think this is about 45 seconds in, where what's her name,
Murasaki's bra comes
Murasaki's bra sort of comes off. I think that would be a perfect you know, defeat animation. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that very much. So I think
That would only be one of them, because you already see that in Estival versus.
I know it would be one of them, but you know, it would have multiple ones. Maybe the top and the bottom half break off. Maybe there's like tons of other things that happen. You know, we have like lots of options of things that can happen in this game.
I wanted to hear you guys' opinion on the art style from the both of you, because I have always said since forever that I think that the Shinobi versus art style is the best art style out of all of them, because every single game has had just a slightly different way that all the characters look. And with Estival versus, I thought it was a little bit of a step back, because I thought that their eyes were a little bit too rounded, and whenever they opened their mouth, you could see like weird buck teeth coming out of the top. They kind of looked like they were characters from Alvin and the Chipmunks, and so that was distracting, and I didn't like it. And so now that I'm looking at this animation, it looks a lot more like Shinobi versus, and to me that means it just looks way better than Estival versus.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I'm gonna just give my honest opinion. You guys drinking Haterade. I like them all equally. You know.
I mean, I like all of them too, but I like others better than the rest.
Strangely enough, though, I think I kind of like Estival versus a bit more than Shinobi versus, like a little bit more. Even though I've platinum both games, you know, because they're the only games I've platinum on my Vita. But yeah, I think I don't know. I don't really see a big difference between Shinobi versus and Estival versus as relates to the teeth. Like I never noticed that. Like that was one thing I just never noticed. Like I was playing the game and I was like, well, enjoy myself.
I totally did notice it, and I think they're doing a really good thing and kind of bringing it back. Because, you know, with Shinobi versus, even though it was really bright and colorful and really ecchi, it also had an edge, you know, an edge that I really liked. And so with Estival versus, it just went full-on fan service, a little bit too much towards that direction. And I'm like, no, they're bringing back the edge. I don't know how to explain it, but just like they look cooler in that art style, and just with the face, they made enough subtle changes to where it looks better, I think, now.
Okay. Now next time I'm gonna play Estival versus, I'm gonna be seeing these buck teeth thing that you mentioned. You know, that's the thing about it. Almost every time you mention something in a game that I did not notice at first, I start noticing it after. You know, so
that's
now
what
you
happened
just spoiled the game for me.
You were playing Criminal Girls 2 the other day, and then I was talking about, oh man, dude, the censoring is bullshit. And it's like, what? No, it's fine. Then you said, no, they censored this, and they censored this, and they took that out, and then there weren't any voice acting in the segments. And you're like, nah, you're crazy. And you play it, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, I know it isn't.
You spoil everything for me. You know, I'm enjoying myself, and you're just like, no, there's this thing in there that you haven't really like noticed yet. And then I'm like, frack. What am I gonna be doing with myself? So, wow. I have to say, I mean, so far, is there anything else that you guys see in the trailer, dude, that I haven't seen yet? Because I've been watching it over and over, and all I'm seeing is just the good shakily bits.
106
Mm-hmm.
is the best jerking action you're ever going to see this year, 2016.
How much do you want to
Okay.
bet that there are already gifs of that on the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. There's a GIF. There's a GIF floating around.
The GIF was just like immediately made. For I think like when they released the trailer, they released the GIF. It just went hand in hand. They were like, make sure to line it up in time, you know.
You know, I was
The
kind
trailer
of,
and
I was kind of expecting the gun to kind of just like start spilling out water prematurely while she was doing that, and then she would just be very surprised.
Is it just me, or is it just that like when you're watching the trailer, especially like when it reaches the part where they're like in different colors, like you just single out one girl and you're just staring at that one particular girl a bit more than the others. For me, it's Kafuru. I've just singled her out mainly.
To me, I don't know why, but Riona. I'm liking Riona a lot, and Ayame.
Shades.
I'm kind of thinking like they all kind of stand out in their own way because I don't really feel like I don't feel like any of them really get the spotlight in this.
Yeah, like it's just this bombardment of girls constantly, right? Like at every single moment that they get, like Hibari, Katsuragi, Yagyu, they show up for like 2 seconds, and then bam, Kagura and Naruku, bam, then Ayame, bam, now everyone's dancing.
I'm still noticing Kafuru a bit more. There's oh man, even the boob physics in the animation looks great. I mean, sometimes one side goes up a bit more, it shakes it.
They're showing a special edition at the end.
Yeah,
Special edition?
totally. Yeah,
Oh,
so-
Yeah, so they've got like
I think we
I
wrote
assume
about
what
this.
is like a booklet or something, and then you've got like I don't know if the front cover is very specific. It just shows like a Polaroid photo and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think that, I think that's just a placeholder. I think what they're actually gonna have on the cover is what you see right after the video, like just Asuka and Yumi fighting
Yeah.
in the typical in the Shinobi versus Pose, in the Estival versus Pose. I think is gonna be the same, but with the water guns. That's gonna be the real cover, I think.
I think so too.
And so yeah, it's gonna have the soundtrack. It's gonna have an art book. It's gonna have like a special Hibarak party cover or something like that. And then
I kind of wish the designs like for the Hibari rock cover and the art book, you know, I wish these were actual designs that went into the game, like maybe character designs.
What do you mean, like actual costumes that you can wear?
Yeah, like you could just wear a costume for this.
I
Maybe
wouldn't-
even drop it in Estival Voices or something.
I wouldn't doubt it. I also like. Is it just me or is just Katsuragi and Yomi twins? Because you see the picture at the end and they look exactly the fucking same.
Katsuragi and
Yeah, they've got like apart from like size difference and like I think slight eye color.
Yeah, but it's like super duper subtle. It's like the only way for me to actually know who's who is if I actually heard them talk.
Does that mean that like because if you notice there's a bucket in the bottom right corner and she's got a mop, is she just cleaning up all that fluid? Like is she not gonna be in the game? What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe they're hinting at maybe one of the finishers or something. Maybe somebody slips in a bucket of oil or something.
Well, that's not oil, mate. I have to say though, I like it a lot. And if you look at the end though, at the end, if you're looking at the artwork sort of thing, the giant sort of square artwork thing at the end, there are characters that are in there that I don't think I've ever seen. There's a character.
Yeah, so, you know, because we already knew that there were going to be brand new characters coming, aside from the ones that we already know, I kind of freaked out a little bit because I saw Shiki at the top right, and so she has a brand new hairstyle too. She has like a little twin-tailed stuff. But at the time, I didn't recognize her. And so I was looking like, wait, hold on. If this is Shiki, then who the fuck is that? I'm like, oh my god, new character! And like, no, apparently that's Shiki, but she looks different.
Shiki's okay. I'm looking at top right, right next to
Oh, another
Right.
detail. Murakumo doesn't have her mask.
Yeah, not Miracle. That is actually pretty cool. But there's a character with glasses on her head.
Yeah, that's Shiki.
Sort of. No, that's not Shiki, mate. That's a new character.
No, that's Shiki. That's what I'm telling you about. I was freaking out about. I thought that she was going to be a new character, but no, it's just Shiki. She just looks different.
For real, that's a new character. Don't worry about it.
I mean, there will be new characters, but that's not one of them.
That's a new character. Don't worry about it.
Shades, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go on.
So, they have already confirmed that there's going to be a bunch of crossovers for this game, which might include, like, DLC characters and stuff. Who would you want to see, in this brand new game? And all of the ones that were in the previous game also count.
Look, I'll say this much. I think the, what is that the new anime that's out?
Yes!
The butt pushing one. I think, I think if anything, they don't take advantage of that. They've got to do something with that.
Shades is correct. I'm 100% agreeing with that. Like, when you asked the question, that's exactly what came to mind, Kiju. So, didn't we discuss this before, Varela?
On the Echicast, yeah, we talked about Keijo.
Right, not Keijo, but this same question, like a similar thing, like who would we want as DLC? I think we discussed this before.
Probably, but I can't remember. If I wanted anybody to be a DLC character, yeah, I feel like right now Keijo is like the most popular like ecchi anime right now, for better or for worse, because a lot of people hate it and a lot of people love it. But yeah, that would totally make a lot of sense. I think I want to see more Dead or Alive characters, not just Ayane. Maybe like put Kasumi in there, put Helena in there. Yeah. You know, you could also put in the Valkyrie Drive characters in there as well.
I mean, you could, but I'm not really sure I really care about the Valkyrie Drive characters, though.
But they're so hot, though.
I've been playing the game, and I mean, I haven't played that much of it, but I haven't gotten attached to anyone yet. So unless, of course, maybe I get a bit further into it, because already at the beginning, the two sisters look so similar. It's like, why are we talking about this game? Anyway, Senran Kagura, Senran Kagura, Peach Beach, Splash, amazing trailer. Is there anything else we can say about this trailer, or have we gotten to the end of this?
I think my final word on this is that I cannot wait for the VR mode for this game. So they have confirmed that the dressing room will have a VR mode, and so I can't wait to grab my Move controllers, put on my headset, and then think about the Q's voice echoing at me saying, "You're an idiot, idiot, idiot! Why'd you buy a VR headset? Headset! You're never gonna use it! Use it!" And I'm like, "Oh yeah!" And you just start playing Senran Kagura VR.
You're gonna be playing for like the first 15 minutes, and then you just slowly feel a VR headset lifting off your head, and it would be me just taking it off and then like, hey, my turn. That'd be it, you know. And then right as I sit down for 15 minutes, then Shades will take it off. I'm like, when the hell did you get here? Like, so wow. Okay, so I think we're set. Is that it?
Anybody else wants to say like a final word on it?
Just make sure to lick the tally when you're watching the trailer at least once, and
Ew.
check behind your back to make sure no one sees you when you're fapping, and yeah, pretty much you're fine.
I remember one time when I was a little kid, I was watching a Britney Spears music video, and so I went up to kiss the TV and I got shocked.
You really did that?
Yeah, and I've never done that ever since.
Oh man. Okay, Shades, any last words?
Look, I'm just saying, look, sexy Splatoon. I wanted it, I got it.
Yeah,
I'm getting.
I mean, some people on the internet might argue with you and say this Splatoon is a sexy Splatoon, but
that's true.
Splatoon does kind of have a bit of a
Splatoon, and I want this as a crossover with Splatoon.
And KJ.
Nintendo's not gonna have it.
I want a Squid Girl. I want a Squid Girl in the game.
Oh right.
Oh, yeah, Squid Girl. That would be a good one.
I think that's another conversation. Though Squid Girl is kind of cute. Okay.
Anyway.
So I think that's it. I think we've gotten to the end of this.
Thank you very much for listening to us just ramble on and on about 2 minutes of sexy opening sequence.
For probably like, I don't know, more than 15 minutes, I think.
20 minutes.
20. Oh shit! Damn it! This is really long. Okay, that's it.
We're
Bye.
fine. We're fine. Thank you very much for watching. Go follow us on all of our stuff. The links are in the description. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a like. And of course, you can go to our website, thebuttonsmasher.com. We do news, we do reviews, and if you're a fan of podcasts, then be sure to visit that site because we have a lot of them. All of that content is created by really fun people that love what they do, so we highly appreciate your support.